If you have an old washing machine that still works and you don't want to throw it away, you might can use it to clean your fish. And if you'll watch for just a few minutes, we'll show you how to do that. Here's an old washing machine, and you can see that it's got some fish scales in it from the last time that it was used. There is a little bit of work in cleaning it up, but I think it's well worth it when you want to clean your fish. We went fishing today and the rain drove us away, so we only caught 9 fish, but we're going to go ahead and use this washing machine and clean those fish because they'll be a lot cleaner when we get them out of the washing machine. If you'll hang on, we'll show you how. The first thing, we're going to fill the washing machine up about 3/4 of the way with just plain old water. We've got 9 fish, so we've got some pine cones here in this bucket that we've picked up over the last few weeks. Just regular old pine cones, and you want them opened up. You don't want the hard one that's closed, you want the one that's opened up. And we've got 9 fish, so we're gonna throw about 10 or 12 pine cones in the washing machine. There's 6 in the 9. There's 12. We're gonna throw 3 more just for good luck. We're gonna take this fish and we're gonna take him over here to the sink. And we're just gonna show you, if you do manually, you see the scales coming off of there. All right, we're gonna put him in the washing machine. We got the pine cones in there, and we're gonna put the fish. We only caught 9 fish today. We only caught 9 fish because the rain and the lightning came and ran us out of the river. So we only have 9 to put in there. If we had 15 or 20, we'd have put them in there and we'd have put a few more pine cones. And then we're gonna turn it to a normal cycle. And uh-oh, is it plugged in? You can tell we hadn't been fishing lately because we hadn't caught any fish. So we got it plugged in. And you can see it, we'll let it turn a minute or two so we can show you. Now you get to stand around and wait until the cycle gets through before you take the fish out.
1 nap later.
The washing machine stopped, so we turned it off, and we're going to open it up and we're going to let you see what the results are. You see the pine cones that's in there, and you see how foamy the water is. That's the slime that came off the fish. That's the things when you scrape them and it's hard to get it off, that's the slime. That's what causes that bubbly stuff in that water. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the pine cones out, and I have a burn pile, and I'm going to take the pine cones to the burn pile. But we're going to take the pine cones out first.
Can you reuse the pine cones?
No, once you use them, you throw them away, because here in South Georgia, we get a lot of pine cones. So as you can see, when I started, I have a barrel, and it's about a third full, and I could fill it up, but I don't really need that many pine cones in a year. So I just pick up a few out of the yard periodically. So I've got the pine cones out, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take and throw these pine cones away, and then I'm going to come back and get the fish out and take them over to my sink. We only caught 9 fish because of the rain and the lightning. So now I'm going to take those 9 fish out of the washing machine. Two, 4, 5, 7, 8. There should be another one. I got 9 fish. And you can see right here, and you see the slime, very little bit of the slime left on that fish. Most of it's gone. And you see all the scales are gone. There, once in a while, you'll need to get right there, that tough place right there, there may be a few scales right there. And you may have to get them off when you do it. But the big advantage to using the washing machine is that you get the slime off the fish. It still takes as much time, you just don't have to scale them, and you get the slime. It leaves, and it makes the fish taste better. When the washing machine finishes running, you need to clean it out a little bit. Although it'll dry up and basically doesn't hurt anything, but I like to clean it. And so all you do is you take and run your hand in there, and to show you that it does scale, there's a handful of the scales off the fish that we're cleaning. And you can take a water hose, or you can get you a bucket of water and wash the inside of your washing machine. And you can let it drain. We got most of the scales out, but then there's some pine cone stuff that's kind of left in there. If you look in here, there's a few scales and there's some pine cones down there. And I'll leave that for a couple of days, and then I'll take my shop vac and I'll just vacuum all the rest of it out when it gets dry. I have a plastic pipe that I use just to get the water away from my building a little bit. I'm out here, it really doesn't hurt. It doesn't make a real bad odor, but I like to get it away from the building. So I lay it down there, and you can see the water lever is running out that way. And while it's draining, I'm going to go ahead and clean my 9 fish. I clean the fish. And I have a sink right here. That's how you clean your fish with the washing machine.